the Great Kills train. Here we got, well, it says St. George on it, but I'm pretty sure this is the one for Jacksonville. There's some like grinder marks all over it.
So sorry. I didn't want to get stopped. I didn't want to get stopped because we. No, I didn't want to get stopped. I didn't want to get stopped because we went in wrong too. I'll get innocent one down. Not a bit. You okay? I'm gonna step over on you. Memphis actually goes in again. Oh my god, I can't. Sorry. It was fun to make me so friends you are. That's a really good joke. No, it's fine. Okay, we can joke though. He's fine. He's like, yeah, the cop didn't do anything. We start my card again. I was like, I thought because anyone is busting a truck. Because I was like, because like, no, I did it all. So it's like, you. I was like, I don't know if I told you this morning. Ethan's blowing his nose like quiet from everybody, like 5 Richmond. And the same lady who screamed at Sammy.
This is the Great Hills Express making one local stop for Great Hills.
Blowing your nose near us, white ass.
Stepping in
And
St.
Ethan goes, I don't care. That fight that wasn't racial again. He goes, yeah, I'm white and Jewish. Oh god. Is he okay though? Is he against the turn? Yeah, like he's really fine. You can't do that shit though. It's risky enough. Like you would add it. That's it. Hello? Hey, I'm on the express. You're home. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I just called my dad. Never answers. to get the fuck out.
dark and they have to stop at Old Town again. I think that was the one that was all sparky. Hey, it was so shorty when I got out the ferry. But the farther south we go on the Staten Island, the cloudier it's getting. Okay, I've tried to hold the camera steady. Sorry if I drop it. But these cars are all over the shop, so. That must be a new mechanical building there. We're on South Railroad Avenue. Man, it was really nice. Now it looks like it's gonna rain. Okay, nice. Hello, sir. Interesting, like green space. States are so we're almost there. Yeah, we're on the express now. We're just gonna go all the way. If I don't get oh, it's really foggy all of a sudden. They think it was. We're almost clear of the quote. So, Greenkill should be our next stop. It should be the next stop. But unlike last time, we're gonna stay on.
She's like, good, I'll start the fire. You know who you are? From Resident Evil. Wait, what? They're so flamboyant. It just makes me want to set myself on fire.
Elfingville will be next in St. Clifton.
Oh, wait, you want to see that video like today?
It looks like it's really foggy up here. Just like, whoa. We shall see in a minute here.
It's a rich person.
If it is quite foggy, it'll get worse and worse probably as we go south. Because right now we're sort of... we're going to stay close to the middle of the island for the next bit. But once we get down toward Arthur Hill and Totten Hill, we get toward the west coast of the island. So we're right on the water again. And then Tottenville, you're really right on the water. And I don't mean like that mosquito pit right there. I don't know if you can see it. So I think we just went over the set of crossovers that the local uses, but I could be wrong. It could be the next one. Yep, so those were the switches. So now we're at Eltonville. So we're sitting in the fourth of 4 cars. I didn't feel like walking all the way to the front.
And the deal will be next step in anything political.
Oh, so people thought you went like... And then everyone was like, that was so cute, but you can't do that during the scene. I was like, I know, it caught me off.
Yeah, I've seen some of his videos in that.
It was embarrassing for me to people watching it.
That's them bringing him over for maintenance. Which is happening more and more frequently now because of how old and decrepit these are. They're going to keep them repaired until the 211s come in. They don't have a very big spare factor out here to begin with, so...
Oh my god, there's a company, there's a pair company coming within the next 2 weeks to interview every teenager on what work makes to them, and then they're going to take a picture of us and put it outside the building on the wall. I would rather die. What? I would rather die. I have a picture of these places. I barely post pictures of myself on my Instagram. There are maybe 2 pictures of me on my Instagram. I don't like it. Everyone thinks you're sexy. I'm so fucking ugly. Everyone thinks you're ugly. I know. Everyone wants to focus on the face. And also...
And the deal, transfer of the speaking.
Hey, Crimson Man. Whoop, train.
I couldn't believe it. Alina's face is going through a transformation. Yeah, no, I know. You're losing your baby face. Like, you have very fine jaw right now. Yeah, you did. You're losing your baby face.
You now will be next step in anything political.
Like, even
And
just
a
how
dope.
it's looking at you. And it's even, I thought you could take the film come out, like, 2 days ago. People like this. Your jawline is so super strong. Like, why is that really cool? Kind of exercising in your body.
discussion going on behind me. It's interesting.
Will be next step in St. Clifton.
Watch out, Mr. Squirrel. Yeah, we're heading for time zone. We're going all the way this time. That one, that's high school, so it's starting to go by, and so I don't even know where we are anymore. Street is rocky. Ooh, a third track. Goes into this parking lot.
Passengers getting off the Richmond Valley should be first three on this train to last 12 miles. Open up at Richmond Valley. Pleasant Place will be next step in St. Clifton.
So they just said the next stop, the last car, which we're sitting in, will not open. I don't know, it's so hard to build 4-car platforms.
Those are the ones that I usually get on. 727.
I'm pretty sure they get stuff on and off at that spur track at Clifton. I think that's probably a dead industry or track or something like that. Maybe they can mount high rails there. They move cars on and off the island, feed the truck. They truck them over the Verrazano at night to either all the way to Tony or they bring them to the yard there. They announced that only the first 3 will open, but there's all these people still in the doors here, so.
Oh my god, I hate it. Hey, you texting me it. I will. Promise.
Pleasant Place.
Oh, maybe they were saying it will open here, but they got to use the next to use this stop to move up. Maybe that's what it was.
Richmond Valley will be next step in St. Clifton.
Yeah, I think it's Richmond Valley. Only the first 3 open, so you have to use this stop to move up to the first 3. This looks like a new platform. It said 1 minute till the next train, so we should see it in a second here. Oh, there's like a swamp. Whoop. Well, behind the train there's a swamp. You missed it. Still the sticks though. Like on both sides of the train, there's nothing here. Like this side you got woods. This side, no. I didn't know there was a part of Staten Island that was this. Oh, this is all. Oh, it's just a swamp. I guess this is why. That says C5 on it. I'll get it.
Here will be next step in St. Clifton.
Yeah, but this is a borough of New York. Oh, jeez Louise. Borough of New York City. Would these things take power? R4 on that side. And C4, yeah, it only 3. They could have built another one this way. Yeah, whatever. Oh, they probably couldn't. That's like a lake. Fair enough. It's kind of cool though. They have to only do 3, and like there's a real reason. There's like a. I guess this is all wetland. The line is far as you can see on that side too. I'm just not sitting on that side. On the way back, I'm going to change sides. But at Tocqueville, I figure we get off. I don't know how quick the turn is. Hang on. I mean, the sun is in the wrong angle for this. But that is, I think that's the outer bridge. Actually, it must be the outer bridge. So we just stopped here. Now we're coming into Arthur Kill. There used to be 2 stations here. They closed and opened Arthur Kill, and then there's Stockville. And I threw my jacket on the floor. So on the way back, we're going to get off here because I want to sort of see what they did.
Attention passengers, Statenville will be the next and last stop on this train set in St. Clifton.
Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. I think people got it by now. Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. Uh-oh, they forgot the sign. Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. Even 4-car station. They put up like 16 signs. Yeah, it's 2-man crew. That'd be really cool. Then we could take NJT back. Some rail fan comes down and pinches the sign. I mean, it's possible. There's a big piece of rail just laid out next to the track, tipped over. I like how there's clearance on every part of that fence except that one. What the hell? Again, like there's clearance almost everywhere, but then they have to mark out certain spots for no clearance because the fence leans in. Oop, crossing over. there's a yard here. See if anything's home. Derail now. Let's see if anything's home. It's the middle of rush hour. It's probably nothing home. We're not actually in yet. It literally goes all the way to the water. So the middle of the island is foggy. Now it's sunny again. I give up. Look at these houses. They've got garages on them, which is awesome. But they're like sunk down a ramp. Can you imagine what a motherfucker it must be to plow that when we get a lot of snow? So this is interesting. The stop employees working signs are always there. They just fold up and fold down like they're spiked into the tie. It's a stop sign on a piece of wood on a piece of rail.
That's Bill, your last stop. What?
Alright, have a good one, man. Yeah, but it's just funny how they're actually on a hinge. Like, they've set up the full, like, hinge mechanism. I guess the stop sign is where they... Holy crap, there's one of the diesels. Alright, let's find a bench. You have a good evening, transit fan. Wish you could stay longer. Let's find a bench here, so I can put my jacket in my backpack. Because I don't need my jacket. And then, oh Christ, that sun is strong. Alright, I'm going to put the camera down for a second here. Alright, let's go for a walk. Looks like they got a diesel in the yard track there and some ballast hoppers or something. Just almost, when I turned around to film, I almost gaffed myself on that bench. The Staten Island Railway. But we'll get a better look at the yard once this fucker leaves. But when I said that Tottenville was right at the water, that's Jersey over there. Let's see, where are we? So this is the end of the yard. Bentley Street. Man, that sun is strong. You can hear it from here. So I'm going to just do a little of this. So you can see the old style bump blocks they have there. Of course, there's trip arms and signals and stop signs and cab signaling and all that crap before you get there. But So I think the ferry used to leave from right around here. Of course, it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, so you're looking straight into the sun trying to do that. But this is Botanical Station. There's like an X. This is kind of funny, actually. So you got this road. I don't know how well you guys can see this. It comes down, there's a guardrail. There are the concrete barriers. And the road just kind of breaks up and ends in the drink. So, like, it used to go farther. And you got the outer bridge over there. Man, it's hot. Let's go over here. Got like a beach over here. That's probably the crew quarters for Toddville. I'm not actually sure. Alright, one of the trains just closed its doors, but I'm pretty sure it's the wrong one. And then I have no idea whose land this is. It is 6:10 right now in the city of New York, unless my watch is wrong, but that'll be a problem since it's connected to my cell phone. Hey. So we've got this train. So this is the one we came in on. Leaves in 13 minutes. Trying to think if there's a more efficient way to show you the diesel in the yard. But oh, I have an idea. These are very plain stations. Just sort of very utilitarian. You have a canopy, you have some concrete, it does its job. Enough said. Man, we're gonna lose the light earlier than I thought we were. So what they do is at some of the elevated stations on the New York City subway as well, is that they key open one door per car so that you can get on and board early, so to have a place to sit. But they don't have them all open so that, well, they claim it's so you don't let all the AC out. Alright? This is fucking narrow. Trying to see how far back. So on the new text, they can just press a button in the cab that is labeled partial close, and will close all the doors but one per car. On the old text, they don't have that, or the non-new text. Alright, they don't have that button. So they got to give you... Yes, there you go. So they got to manually walk the train. See, the signal's cleared down too. You gotta manually walk the whole train and press key open each individual door. I'm gonna zoom in and then I'm gonna put you back over the side of the rail here. We got 779. I believe that's one of the Brookvilles. I call them Brookvilles because they're always broke. Last time we were here, when we went to Ballpark, we could see that there was a few of them in Ballpark, but we couldn't see what they were. If you remember, we couldn't get close enough. Now here, you can see the kind of signals they use. I think these are still the old B&O signals. But let's finish walking around Tottenville. Anybody on here watch Jeff? What's his name? Jeff Marshall, where he's always got to count the stairs. Not one for doing stairs in the first place, but I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, here you go. Here's a view. Pesky. Seriously? Pesky fence. There you go. You got a slightly better view there. A little obstructed by power lines, but see what we got going this way. Well, I don't know what the least used station on this is. Because of the whole it's free thing. I'm not sure anyone knows. Otherwise, this just feels like a small town, suburban station. I would render a guess is that this is probably the least used. I don't think they really keep. I mean, even with the New York subway, it's hard to know real station stats. You'll know how many people entered at a certain station, but because we don't swipe out, right? It's just you swipe 275, you're on. You can stay in the system for 2 minutes and go one stop, or you can stay in the system all day and rail fan for 36 hours if you were so inclined. So it's really hard to know sort of exactly how used stations are. The turnstiles do have counters on them for exits, but I doubt that they're ever really reset. Here you can see some of the modifications they did to make these things FRI. So they've got the grab bar there. They've got this grab iron. That doesn't exist. Numbers are different, but that's just because they're numbered differently. This is the weirdest place to put this. So you walk in, right? I'm 5'11", 5'10", 6 foot, something like that. Right? So I've got the phone right at head height now. If I'm looking around, if I'm visually impaired, I'm not going to see that or acknowledge that this even exists. So fucking well. Let's get on the train. I don't know when this train leaves, but we can get on it. Oh. There we go. You can get a little sample of 779. Yeah, see, it's a BL20G. That's the designation of the Brookville cars. But, okay, the real company name is Brookville, but... That's what the front of it looks like. Let's go one car back. Probably could go through there, but ugh, I'm not going to. Because this door is open. Holy shit, it's warm in here. So, got the big 779. I'll put it this way. They're not known for their reliability. I don't like the HVAC on this train. These are the same engines Metro North has. The only difference being the Metro North engines have HEP, head-end power, and these do not. These were never, there's never been the idea of running those in passenger service. I don't think Amtrak has any of these. I think they just have regular old Jeeps. Oy. Phew. It's actually cooler outside than it is on the train. Fuck. People have asked me before where the handbrake is on subway cars, and that's your answer between them. They used to be in them. If you look on like an R9 or something, they're actually in the car. But nowadays, because they don't want people fucking with them, they are in between the cars. So we started up here in St. George. We took the black dotted line all the way to Tottenville. Arthur Kill here is the newest one. It's also a park and ride. So like if you look around here, there's no parking at this station. Arthur Kill is a park and ride with full parking. So last time we sat in the rearmost car, and whoa, it's much nicer outside. What does that say? 5 minutes, I think. So I think this time we'll sit somewhere in the middle, and then we're gonna head back. You can just see the abuse these cars have taken. Like if you look at the door, something's out of alignment because you can see what's rubbing. You know, like. You got these, like, scratch marks all over. One of the cars that we passed while we were sitting in St. George, that was actually going to be on the local train, looked like someone had taken a grind. Oh, yeah, you see it here, too. It looks like someone has taken a grinder to it. I don't know how well that comes across, but you can see, like, the lateral lines on it from like where a grinder would have run. Man. It's just, you know, even the Staten Island Railway stuff is coming off. I mean, it's possible they were tagged to hell and then cleaned off, but I mean, I heard him making an announcement, so I figured we should get on it. Oh. Whoa. We go. We're going to sit. Last time we sat on that side of the train. This time we'll sit. We sat on the New York side last time. This time we'll sit on the Jersey side. Yeah, I mean, they were getting nailed even in a yard for a while. So, it is extremely difficult to keep people from tagging these things up. This is interesting. Oh. You fucking hear that? Just listen to this. That's so loud though. It's ridiculous. Holy shit. I mean, Coney Island, I'm sure they're doing the best job they can to keep them. Man, look at that. They're doing the best job they can keeping them patched up. But when I gotta talk this loudly just to hear myself over the squeaking, that's not good. Huh, there's like an extra track over there that tree can run through. Oh my god. I mean, I think I got it particularly. This is interesting the way they did it. So they're just refusing to put elevators in. Everything is fucking ramps. Even Arthur Kill, it's like a brand new station. It's freaking
Christian
ramp.
Valley will be next step if it's been cleared of all.
Whatever, moving on. So is that the first? That's the first Arthur Kill sign. You know, we got Arthur Kill, Arthur Kill, Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill, Arthur Kill. Arthur Kill, Arthur Kill. Jesus. Lord. I mean, all these stations are making ADA with ridiculous ramps, but that one just seems even more ridiculous. Oh, it's a chunk of concrete, it is. Looks like somebody's roof.
Pleasant Plains will be next step if it's been cleared of all.
Fucking HVAC just crapped out. If you're on the Staten Island Railway and you see car 389, 389, run for your life. We're sitting in 389 right now, and it is shit to say the least. the HVAC just cut out entirely. It doesn't affect bed. Well, now it's cutting back in. But also, I think it's got about 4 flat wheels on it. They're all flat at a slightly different angle. And the lateral move, as you can see from the camera moving around, well, the lateral motion from the other cars is nowhere like this one. This thing is all over the shop. Yeah, I've got the same setup. I've got it leaning up. I've got the camera. I have one of those mini tripods under the camera. I usually do. I can't even tell if it's hunting. I think it's just that the springs are shot, so it's literally just rocking.
They will be next step in this thing.
Because usually when they start hunting really big, you hear it. Like you hear the bang, bang, bang. Let's find out. I've got the tripod sitting on my leg, and I'm holding it halfway up with my arm resting on the armrest. This is how I usually hold the phone while I'm filming out the window. Like, this is how I shot the entirety of that trip in New Jersey Transit. So you can just see, I can't hold it fairly steady. I do the NKT. But here it's just, oh jeez. Every time you hit a bump, it just starts oscillating. Now I can feel it in the truck, feel it slide down the kickback. Except usually hunting is literally left and right. This is sort of rocking. Like, a lot of times you see hunting like this, right? Side to side. This is kind of doing this. I mean, I guess it's a form of hunting, but man, annoying.
You and I will be next step in this thing, Clifton.
I'm glad I didn't sit in this car for the whole express ride down. That would have been hell on Aaron. Yeah, there's that expert right from before. Sorry. I mean, these cars were just ready to retire. What? 10 years ago? 15 years ago now? Officers. Look at the fog. That's a train. That's the box. You can see like the hedgerow and the first row out. That's like a delicious bird track. Okay, from all the sides, this looks like an MOW here of some description. Oh, and that looks like a baluster. Yeah, it's a baluster. Good enough.
stepping in St. Clifton.
Racing it on the window, but it's also possible the track is crap too. I mean, they just like this bullshit. Sorry. Those two trains were close together. Depending on the light situation, I'm thinking we get up at Old Town again. See if we can get some more trains doing the old spark. This one's not 88. Looks like it's going to be though. You're digging out. Oh, that's not sketchy at all.
Elktonville will be next stepping in St. Clifton.
Level with my leg the entire time it was rocking. Sorry if it made anybody a little crazy. It's making me a bit queasy, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, but this shouldn't be typical for SIR. What the fuck is that? Old substation inside. I mean, this should be typical of no railroad.
Elktonville. Springfield will be next stepping in St. Clifton. Space hours will be next stepping in from Clifton.
It's like, it seems like it's getting more foggy in the middle of the island and less foggy on the edges. But that kind of makes sense. Actually, that doesn't really make sense. You'd think it'd be foggy near the water. I don't know. So a kill is a kind of body of water. I forget exactly what it is, but it's like a certain water nautical thing, I believe. I remember looking that up myself one time. And my leg is asleep. That's great. When you sit with one leg, so you're sticking halfway off these seats because they're like, you know, bowl shaped to hold your ass. After a while, you're like, there's this thing, holy crap.
Hey, Terry.
Should we get off here and rail fan in the fog? It's not that foggy right here. So we could. We're at Bay Terrace. What's next? Oakwood Heights. Oh shit. The only expresses that run are the peak direction. So what they do is they X back the locals. Look, that's a block. Alright, now smells like ass in this train. But then it keeps getting foggier. Well, now we're going to cut. We're kind of out of the worst.
Will be next stepping in from Clifton.
It doesn't even say when the next train going south is. Oakwood Heights. The next stop. Newdorp. Oh no, it's still foggy as shit. It's just not falling into the cut. Oh, that was an express. there because of the fog. I know Staten Island can get some fog. But I didn't know we ever got that bad. Oh, thank you, Scott. I knew it had something to do with water.
Train City will be next, stepping in St. Clifton.
So with Grant City, Jefferson Avenue, Hills, Old Town, Grasmere, Clifton, Stapleton, Thompsonville, and St. George to go. There are supposedly cabs leaving on this line. You still have to be able to see, though. We can either get off at Clifton and look around the shops, see if anything else is out there. That's one option. That was interesting. Or the other option is we get off at Old Town and watch there and see if we can get some Sparky Third Rail. Personally, I think Clifton's the better choice. But, well, you know, we got 3 stops to get there. We got people watching. Clifton or Old Town? Clifton's the main shop. Old Town may or may not be Sparky Third Rail. Holy shit, the brakes. Whoa. You hit the brakes so hard the lights dimmed. I don't think that's actually a thing. Grant City. They will express past that station.
Avenue will be next, stepping in St. Clifton.
They will definitely express past. Ooh. The first time I've ever seen them reopen on Staten Island Railway. Grant City. Next stop is Jefferson Avenue. Dead motor or something that just came back to life. Yeah, you can actually, if you look at the track, which you can only really see like in the corner of the shot here, you'll see one of the later cab back. Those are the cab signal brakes. Jefferson Avenue. Yeah, and I just realized I forgot to plug my phone in, and now it's down to 15%. You would think I would learn this by now. I do this like every freaking time. I have when I tried to find it. Ow! I found it. I also found something sharp in there. It felt like cheese. There's one that's really tough when I got a cable in my mouth. Sorry about me. No, get off me already. Metallic. getting free? I have no idea. I spend roughly 0.0% of that. Okay, the third track there kind of shorter. I spend roughly 0.000% of my time on Staten Island. Oh, this is good. Got a lady over here just rocking out to herself.
Hometown will be next. Step in and take critical.
Alright, so that big tree you see right here is like a block and a half away. A good place. If this keeps getting thicker as we go north, Clifton's going to be like completely souped in. I mean, like completely souped in. Square up. Alright, one of these days, I gotta talk to Fan Railer, because I got an idea. One thing I've done, I haven't done videos about this, but for those of you who have seen, who followed my channel for a while, you'll know I fly light aircraft. It was clear and sunny in Manhattan when I left, and basically the whole way across the sound. This is, or the bay, this is pretty new. But anyway, so for those of you who know that I fly light aircraft, if you don't, I do. And I have been flying with a buddy of mine, not filming, but flying with a buddy of mine. And just like going from New York City to Nantucket for a day and getting food. Grasmere's next, and then Clifton. Like, go get food somewhere far away and then fly back. Oh, yeah, you can see the third rail sparking against the platform. Fucking digger. So, anyway. So, what I was going to say is, I've thought about doing a series where it's no fun doing it yourself, but where you just go somewhere and find like the best pizza you can. You know, just sort of like go on a pizza adventure, or take the train you're doing, of course they get filmed the whole thing. Train. Past the Island Chateau, it calls itself. And it said it's one affair of a good time. Not sure they worded that the best way they could have.
Hey, man.
There it is now. Oh, it's even getting foggy on the platform.
Clifton will be next. Step in and take critical.
I do know that they have to slow the ferries down when it gets really foggy out. Although my ferry today, I took the Staten Island Ferry over. For those of you who don't know, fantastic ride. Free of charge as well. Great views of the Statue of Liberty if you want it. Otherwise, you can do what I did, which is sit there and watch a YouTube video. Anyway, this ride about 40 minutes. No, about 25 minutes. 30 minutes. Anyway, when it gets really foggy, those things slow down. But today, we were escorted the whole way to Staten Island by the fuzz. There was a police boat riding alongside us the entire way there. So Staten Island Ferry used to actually be, I think, 75 cents. A long time ago. And I believe it was when Giuliani was the mayor. He ran promising that, trying to win Staten Island, he promised he'd make the Staten Island Ferry free. And he did. And it's never cost anything since. But it kind of makes, I mean, as much of this bullshit that it's over. So it's like, it is free. But to get off Staten Island any other way is extremely expensive. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge, I think, is $16. The outer bridge and the Bayonne Bridge, the Knockles Bridge are all like $16. The express bus is like like $7, I think. So if you do the ferry, it's free. It's just a pain in the ass. The Department of Transportation runs it, so it's one of the things. People who only want Staten Island have shit against it being free. I personally don't care. Plus, I like to ride it every once in a while. But I also think it's a great way, and you get a great view of the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island from there. So it's a way for tourists to see it without having to, pay for the $40 cruise that goes to it or whatever it is. I don't know that it's actually $40. I've never done it, but it's not. Holy crap! Yeah, well, here we're getting off here, and then I'll talk a little more about it. Make sure we didn't forget nothing. Oh, that's why they don't open the last car. Jesus Christ. Hey, Blue Vibe. That would explain why they don't open the last car. Yeah, they're not going to do gap fillers here. They're going to just, should we call in an abandoned, unattended baggage? Let's see, what do we got in the shop? That's $390. 431's on something, is like jacked up. So it looks like you got 3 tracks that we can see from here. 420. So you got a whole bunch of stuff in there today. Remember last time we were here, it was like half empty. Although last time we were here, you could also see all the way down the track that way. Today you can't see shit. There's another BL20 down there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in when we get to the end of the platform. So I have something to rest the phone on. What else do we got in the shop? 390s. That's 390. It's got a cab on it. It's 426. It's 413. That's bird crap. We don't want to stand right there. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff over here. There's two there you can see. I'll go downstairs. If we hear a train coming, we'll just hold the phone like this and then you can see. And I'm not being that unsafe. The platform sticks out way farther than my hand is. Just want to clarify. Oh, they got the doors open. So, that's what the shops look like. So it looks like 1 and 2 are floor tracks. And then 3 is a pit track. I can't tell what 4 is. Yeah, so 3 and 4 look like pit tracks. 1 and 2 do not. Not service. All right. I think they could take that sign down. Through mid-December. All right, so there's not a train to Tottenville. Oh, there is a train to Statenville in 37 minutes. So are we at the end of the express already? Service 2. Of course, this side's only 2. There's probably a couple, like maybe 1 or 2 more express trains, and then they all become locals. Because it's 7:03 already. So this side's only going to tell us about trains to St. George. But we can try this side. Come on, zoom in. Can't tell. But I guarantee you there's a train in fewer than 30 minutes going somewhere. So, those are every half hour. There's probably another express and another local combination leaving before that, I would hope. But who knows? At some point it kicks into half-hourly service. I think it goes all the way down to hourly service at some point. I know when I used to go to Staten Island Yankee games over at the ballpark, it would drop to, if you stayed at the ball game till the end, just out of coincidence, you always missed the last ferry, which always meant you had to so you can have 2, 4, and 5. What about 3? I guess I never run 3. Actually, this will sort of tell us. When does it switch over to half-hourly service? 6. Oh, it's always half-hourly service here. That's not helpful sign. Switched over to hourly service, and you'd always just miss the damn boat. Like, without fail, every single time you would miss the damn thing. Oh, here we go, hot rail. guess we're down to local service already. What do you think that sign means? Yeah, typically it's cab blind cab. Typically, but then sometimes you get different configurations out here. Wonder if that means, I'm not even gonna venture a guess. The sign on the other side still says 33 minutes until the next train, though. So I think the answer we're gonna go with is these signs are just fucked. I think that's gonna be our do not enter or cross tracks. Well, to enter the track from here would be a bit of a jump. No real way to enter the track there either, as far as I can tell. I mean, again, it would be a bit of a jump. I mean, there's a yellow gate over there. And by yellow gate, I mean there's a yellow gate. That's what they're called. As we saw last time, they actually are made by, like, Yellow Gate Company. Oh yeah, TSW, no sweat. You just hop right up. It's actually a lot taller than people realize. In the four boroughs subway system versus the Staten Island Railway, there have been several instances of people jumping down onto the track because they forgot their phone and not realizing what a motherfucker it's going to be to get back up. I wonder how they do the 3-car open at these stations. Because so you stop it here at the end of the platform, but the conductor's in the back of the train. So how does the conductor keep his doors out, but still... They must be able to just, like, pass it through their car without actually actuating their car. Or they cut their car out completely and the motorman pops it. You haven't been in New York. Oh dear. Hey, the derail on 2 track is lifted. Maybe we'll see something move. Kind of doubt it though. It's getting like. Oh wait, the derail on 2 is definitely retracted. Oh, my guess is they just shoved that in. Versus pulling something out, they must have just pushed that in there. Oh well. Bus. I know in the old days they ran 2-car trains out here at night. That way you had an employee in every car. But I don't know anymore. Where's the insert? Okay, so if you remember last time when we were waiting for the ferry, I walked upstairs and was saying there was like the 4 bus ranks or bus platforms, whatever you want to call them. That's how many buses go to the ferry terminal. What was that? 4 times 6 plus 4. Yeah, so like 30 buses that go in there. So that's why they've got ramps. That's right. That's why you've got 4 ramps, because they're trying to get all these buses in. Oh, this will answer it. The Staten Island Ferry meets every ferry. So Staten Island Ferry from Manhattan. 6, 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, 7, 7:20, 7:40. So, yeah, so that's one of the hubs. There's also the Staten Island Transportation Center, which I forget where it is. Oh, no, yeah, the Eltingville Transit Center. It's right there. A lot of buses stop there, too. Only been on an express bus once. They did a test run years ago with a double-decker bus. They had one of them. And I think it was run on the X7, X17, something like that. And basically what it did was it went from, if I could find, see, they redid the whole Manhattan bus or X-bus system. So I'm not even sure that this is the real one anymore, the right map anymore. Most of these are SIM buses. But anyway, it was some bus. It started at like 57th Street and 7th Avenue. And you took it, I think it went through Jersey. I don't remember exactly how. I guess it went Lincoln Tunnel. It was a fun trip. Came out here, dropped off. Nowhere really particularly helpful. And then you got to figure out how the hell you're getting back. So we'll catch this train in 2 minutes to St. George. Because I'm starting to get the feeling there's not going to be a train going the other direction for 26 minutes. Of all the bins that are on Staten Island Railroad that would be useful to have that little hat thing, it would be that one. But I think they only put them on the outdoor bins. So yeah, they must have gone Lincoln Tunnel, because they're not going to go up to the bridge, and you can't fit a double-decker bus. I don't think you can fit any bus through the Holland Tunnel. Plus, you wouldn't want to. The line would be so bad to get through it. I really want to know what that little blue sign means. Oh well. There's a book. It's like the track maps of the New York City subway system. And in the back of that book, it has all the signage that exists and what it means. So maybe I'll look it up when I get home. St. George, 1 minute. Well, that one's, oh, wow, okay. Bang on.
Save the next day,
412, 391, 411, 425 is the shop. I think that's the X shop. Anything over here? Nothing over here. Operational support. Oh, 776 and 777. A couple of cabooses and 466 others. If you want land, folks, there's some land for sale right there. That calls for rent. Oops. So that's like a scrapyard or something. This one's a cabin. It's in the middle. Oh my god, it's hot in this car. Let's try it because I think the heat's on. Also, St. George, pretty much everyone here is probably going to St. George. And you really want to be in the front for that. There's a McDonald's, we're not going there. The heat does work. Something on the car works. Yeah, the heat works fine. Car 422. There's some spray cars or something down there. Trash gondola, dumpster cars. There's flat cars, but ooh. Redbird Rider car. Ballast 778. And then ballast train. So maybe it's on the weekend that they're doing work. I mean, I just hit my head on the window. I gotta look at the weekend service changes. Because if they're suspending service, they must be doing work on the weekend. I mean, reverse that. If they're going to be doing ballast work on the weekend, they must at least largely suspending service time control. Because you only got 2 tracks and not too many places to cross over. Although if I'm coming out on the weekend, I'm freaking driving because service out here is, let's just say it's less than good on the weekend. I think it's like half-hourly service all day. They might be able to in some stretches, but it wouldn't be easy. They probably also wouldn't bother on the weekend because not that many people take this train. Over there. Maybe an X. There's a big allotment here. Maybe there's like an X3rd track here. We're going into the tunnel though. Well, I mean, the weekend's kind of weird because it runs to meet the ferry. The ferry's every half hour. So I would say the individual trains may be almost as crowded on the weekend as they are during the week, but there's a lot fewer of them. And, excuse me. There's far fewer of them. And a lot of the express buses that run during the peak. Is that our horn? a lot of the express buses that run during the peak don't run on the weekend. So it's hard to know, so that would, you can't move people back onto the buses. So if people want to go into the city or something, they've either got to drive or take this. Yeah, they must blow the horn coming out of this tunnel because I don't see any other reason. Alright, what do we got? Anything interesting? I mean, there's never anything interesting on Staten Island. There's only like 2 different car types here. Yeah, so there's track 7, track 8. I think it's either 10 or 12 tracks, and we're still not low end. So then you can see you can go, only the high number tracks can go to ballpark. And I think that there's certain tracks that can only go to ballpark because that obviously was not designed to be a shuttle to at the time, not existing ballpark. That was a whole other branch. That was the North Shore line. I think I talked about that last time. But yes, so this is a very large terminal. And I think the top end, can only go to ballpark. The heck is lighting up under that platform? Oh, it's probably the light bouncing off the side of the train. Yep. There comes one. I always turn around when I'm getting on to double check. Yeah, so this train was a cab car, right at the front. That had to be a cab. I don't know if we can pan around. This whole train is cab. It's 4 cab cars. So when somebody was asking, do they always run them as A? They're really called as A and B cars. So an A car has a cab on it. A B car does not have a cab. And like in New York, you'll always see them as A, B, BA. BR46s. And that was the same in the city when they had the 44s. So we're now leaving. It's part of the Staten Island Railway. Street? Yeah. Yeah, go out that way. You're gonna need yeah. Well, so that's not a charge mode. You want to see the other tracks? I don't know that I'm actually supposed to walk over here, but we're going to. What the hell? That's never been over here before. There's a dead pair over there. Not really anything to see. So you got 424. I got a feeling I'm gonna get yelled at. Whatever. Wouldn't be the first time I've been yelled at for walking around in subway stations. 424. Yeah, see, you can only go. I'm 401. They're like coupled, but they're not hooked. Like the chains aren't hooked up right. But yes, you can only go to Ballpark from here. No, they never saw me filming that actually. So that platform probably hasn't been used in forever. Actually, that car's got its AC units opened up. It also has no cab on it, so who knows when. There's no cab on this end. But yeah, so that can only go to Ballpark. This is the last track that can go down the main line, down the line at this point. So like I said, it used to be. Wait a minute, can you only? They must have rejigged this. So there used to be 3 lines. The main line that is what's still used today, the North Shore line, and either the East line or the South Shore line, something like that. And those lines were both ripped up at some point, at different times, but the North Shore stayed as far as Ballpark. So I assume when they were running Ballpark trains, they were coming off of this platform. Because, I mean, this platform, all of these have been made, 1 through 10, have been made like ADA compliant with the stripes, and they're up to today's spec. But as soon as we drop back to 10A, the fuck is 10A? If you look at between the platform on 11 and 12, it's not even close, right? There's nothing, there's no stripes on it. It's got literally dead cars on it. Yeah, this would make North Shore line. That looks like it goes over towards the North Shore. I mean, maybe it just goes into like a yard track, but I think they must have redone this at some point, track geometry wise, but I don't know, because there's rumors of bringing heavy rail back to the North Shore. So they want to bring something back along the old right-of-way. The question is, what are they going to bring back? There's been talk of buses, there's been talk of heavy rail, there's been talk of light rail, which makes no sense to me. For those of you watching who don't know, this would be considered heavy rail. I mean, you've got this massive terminal here. You've got everything you need set for it. I don't know why you wouldn't. Huh, that's funny, because those 2 cars actually look like you're in, I mean, structurally in half decent shape. Light rail is like, you know, street cars and light rail cars and shit like that. So, and then on every track they have these now boarding, and they can say now boarding flashes, and it says track 8, because this is track 8. Local or express, Tottenville, Great Hills, Pleasant Plains, Huguenot. Those are your choices. And then track 7, local express. So that's where they can turn train. Here's an example. Oh no, it is still an express. Track 6, Tottenville Express. Sorry, must have just showed up. So Omni works out here too. I am not showing you my card because it's not an Omni card, it's a bank card. All right. So you can either take the free ferry to Staten Island, or you can, holy Moses, that was a crowded boat. Yeah, it must have just come in, it must have been fairly crowded. Let's see. What time is it? Time is now 7:35. And the schedule went away. That was a printout one. Oh, I guess we just missed it. So yeah, it was a 7:30, so now we gotta wait till the 8. So let's head outside, since we missed the stupid thing by 5 minutes and have to wait half an hour. See, I don't even like waiting, and we only missed the every half-hour boat. Let's go out this way. So starting this year, there is a paid ferry. Yeah, this one over here, the purple square there, it says Midtown Ferry on it. That's part of the NYC ferry system. And it looks like we're just missing that too. Son of a bitch. That's that little bugger. Oh, look at this. Yep, just missed that too. Yeah, but look at this fog bank. That's the Staten Island. Oh no, that's him backing up. So that's the Midtown Ferry. That's what the NYC ferry boats use. Oh no, that's not him. That's the Staten Island. I don't know what they're. Oh, maybe that's a foghorn. I can't really tell what it's coming from. Like it's coming from over here somewhere. But I mean, it's like pea soup over there. It's very low. But you guys can see that, right? No, that can't be the ferry. He's all the fuck the way over there by now. But it's amazing how it's just this like very low band. Oh, you can see, I I don't know if the camera's going to do this justice. The ferry coming the other way, like coming out of the fog. But then over here, no fog. There's a ball game on. Alright. Let's see if we can figure out what's beeping. Actually, you want to go over see the ball game? The boat leaves in 23 minutes. I really want to see if it's that foggy when we get over there. I hope the fog stays. Oh, for God's sake, shut up. Yeah, so basically what would happen is if you were going to ballpark on the train, you'd get onto the train at St. George, ride for like 2 minutes because that curve is so tight, 3 minutes, and end up over here. That's the boat. I don't know anymore. Please don't demonetize me for the fact that the mall is playing music. Please don't demonetize me. La 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 la.
Sometimes yes, where he can spend his quality time with her. Sometimes no. He's
No, it's a little further down. It's under the ballpark, but it's not very far. The majority of the time was spent squealing your way around that corner. I don't feel like dancing.
And she cooked you this weekend.
So I have no idea what inning it is, what the score is, or anything. So the ballpark station it's a bad place to park your car. There's nobody here. What are they doing? They're just practicing. Maybe there's a game tonight? I don't think so, though. It's a little late. Oh no, there is a game on. There's just nobody here. Sound guy's working hard. There's like 12 people in the stands.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Norberto Suzzini.
We gotta watch out too, because when these fuckers come over, it hurts. There's like very, very few. I wonder if there's COVID rules still here. So, if you don't know, you're rooting for the guys wearing the orange. I'm not going to walk backwards because I don't want to get decked. I've been hit back here twice. Are they like the Ferry Hawks or something? I forget what the name of the team is. But so if you were going to the train station, you would go up that way. So it's, with 4-car trains, probably 2 train lengths from the Y. 3 train lengths. It's pretty close. I don't even think it's that long. Maybe it's 2. It's just not that far, but it took longer than walking because you're squealing around the, what is it? Old-fashioned. Oh man, the fog lifted. The wind blew it all into the Hudson River. Ooh, Wetzel's Pretzels. I love this place. They get shut down by the health department. Oh no, they just filed for a liquor license. They're not open now. So. Got about 15 minutes. There comes the ferry we're gonna get. Ah, motherfuck. It's one of the big ones again. What is this, Shake Shack down here? What the hell is that? I didn't know there was a Shake Shack out here. Yeah, so there comes the pay ferry again. I think they run that every like 30 minutes. Actually, they might run that more frequently than that. Because I mean, if you think about it, they have to run the pay ferry with better service. Well, the pay ferry is nice because they sell beer. As well as other snacks. But you pay like $2.75. So it has to be worth $2.75. And because it doesn't connect. If they ran it from here to Wall Street, where it connects up with all the other NYC ferry services, it would be worth it. But it doesn't. It goes to West 39th Street and connects up to jack shit. So, I mean, I guess it connects with the New York Waterway boats, which go to Jersey. But that doesn't fucking help people trying to go around.
Right there, they walk down.
There's not even a subway connection right near there, so it's just kind of out of the way and annoying, and not worth the $2.75. On the other hand, Staten Island Ferry is free. The Staten Island Ferry goes right to Wall Street, or the right St. South Ferry, which has the 1 train, the N train, the R train. Oh no, it has the N train, does not have the N train. It has the oh, actually, that's not the boat we took before. Oh no, that's not the boat that we're gonna get either, I don't think. I think we're getting that boat. I like that boat. Because that one's got the nice outdoor sides. This boat is all indoors. Well, I guess this is one of those that has big windows. There's a few of them that literally have no outside sitting. Typically, that's the rush hour boats. Yeah, the end's only there at night, though. During the day, the end goes over the bridge with the queue. So, but you also have the one train right there. So. You know, on that boat, everyone's like looking over the side, like concerned. Oh, whatever. Now it's like it looks like it's gonna rain. I'm just kind of hoping I get home before I don't get drenched. Hey. Raise up 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Okay, so now you can see all the people getting off of that train or boat. And they don't come in here. You walk around the outside of the. You walk around the perimeter of the waiting area, and then they're gonna open up those doors there. Actually, they're probably not. Depends what boat they use. If they send us on the boat here, it's going to be that door. If they send us on the boat that they're getting off of, it'll be this door. I showed you guys this last time with the map of the harbor with the boat track on it. So this is ferry ferry door number 2. That would be door number 1. On the Whitehall side, they have, it's what they call the terminal, Whitehall Street Ferry Terminal. There would be 3 doors, 1, 2, and 3. But it's a slip. Doesn't go to one door. So door number 2, that's slip number 5. It's written there. So you'll get like slip number 5 boarding through door number 2 and stuff like that. But I think they only use certain doors for certain slips here. This one says 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's the Andrew Barber. It's a bit confusing, but it makes it so that they can be, and then they have these big blue railings so that they can block off parts. Basically, the reason they do it like that is so they can be loading one boat while they're offloading another boat. I don't know why they did it like that, because I cannot imagine them ever needing that, but so I'm hoping it's that boat. So they're leaving the gates there, and everyone's queued up at this door, so I haven't heard any announcements though. It's 10 of, so they'll start boarding in a minute here. And on the Staten Island Ferry, they do have a rule that even though it's free, every time you get on, you have to get off at the other end, even if you're just turning right around. And, well, that rule is nice for commuting and stuff, so people don't hog seats for a round trip and whatnot. It kind of sucks for people riding around because you oftentimes miss the same boat. Which on the weekend then means standing around on Staten Island for half an hour when you're a tourist who just wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. So, I know this isn't the most interesting moment in the world, but I was testing it on the way here, and all the way across my phone seemed to hold data. So if it does, we can try and ride. Like, we'll try and see how we do. But no, tourists take this on purpose. Because it gives you a great view for free of Statue of Liberty. As we'll see, if we get the good boat, we'll clearly see, because I'll hang out. See where those gratings are on the side there? You can stand out there. That's like an outside deck you can ride on. That is this boat over here. This is the Barbary. It's completely enclosed. I don't actually know what the name is on that boat yet, till we get closer. Earlier they were running the Spirit of America, which would be kind of cool. Come on, people. Board the damn boat already. But,
Attention passengers, aircraft ferry will go momentarily. Door 1, please proceed and follow all uniform crew members' instructions.
cool. So we are taking...
Overseas standards must be please mask at all times.
So, oh, sorry. So we are getting... We are going to be on this boat then. There's a pigeon in here. Oh, Mr. Pigeon, turn around. So once we start walking down, we'll know what boat we're getting. I mean, by name.
Will we come back here someday? If there is one. It's just not going to be a whole big thing. We're going to go down and yeah? We didn't get to Battery Bar. That's where you saw the or the...
This group of people are in a hurry.
Is that right? So... Never stuff here.
So this is slip number 4. The other one was slip number 5. If you go around the corner there, at least is slip number 6. And 3 is the same kind of setup. And then there's also, I think it's 1, 2, and then like 8, 9, and 10 that are maintenance piers and storage slips that they don't actually board ferries on. Because they're never actually needing more than like 2 or 3 at a time. Even on a 15-minute headway. So if you see who he's talking to, that guy standing in that little cab there, those are 2 arms that go up and down. Those bridges raise up and down so that the ferry can pull in and out.
No, she said
No, I said it's on, like he said it's on, like, she said, have we adopted their
And then the beautiful part of that setup is it means that only the ground floor of the boats have to be the same height. All the other floors of the boat can be a little different. And they load from 2 decks at a time.
Attention passengers, 8 o'clock train will be loading momentarily. Door 1, please proceed safely and follow all uniform command instructions.
So we'll go all the way over here. Yeah, so these are movable bridges here, and you can go up and down on them. And that's his job. As the boat leaves, they pull those up. So normally I would say the front is the cool place to be. But it's not the cool part to be when you're holding a camera. So we're gonna ride out here. We are on the Guy Molinari. Yeah, well, we didn't spend very long on Staten Island, so I figure we'll try and take the ferry back and make sure it works. So let's see, what do we got? We got... Let's see, if I can... Here, I'll hold this against the rail of the boat and zoom in. So that would be the Bayonne Bridge. That connects Staten Island to the Bayonne Peninsula. Use that zoomed in. Okay, then we got container ports. That would be a car carrier. I'm pretty sure that would be Port Newark. I think that's Port Newark. Either Port Newark or Port Orford. Right next to each other, both serve New York. That's a car carrier there, bringing cars in from somewhere. That's a tugboat. New York Harbor is pilot required, so they every boat gets met by a qualified pilot to help bring it in here because it is a bit of a bear getting in. It's a very shallow harbor. Well, I guess I wouldn't say very shallow, but it's not the deepest harbor in the world. Yeah, so we boarded in 4. That would be 3 over there. You see how the bridges are down there, so they can't put a boat in there without raising them up. But they got a maintenance crane in there. This is not a slip. That's Bayonne Port? Oh, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. There's like every Newark, New Jersey, every town in Jersey that borders the harbor at all has a port in it. Port Newark, Port Elizabeth, Port of Bayonne. There we go.
During docking, stay off the stairs, ramps, and landings until the ferry has come to a complete stop at the terminal. Failure to do so could result in serious injury. In case of an emergency, listen for announcements and instructions from the crew. Please familiarize yourself with the location of life jackets on this ferry. They are located in marked lockers and bins along the cabin walls. See instructions for their use, which are posted in red frames throughout the ferry. For assistance, see uniformed crew members located on each deck. Thank you for riding the Staten Island Ferry.
So they play that announcement every time the ship leaves one side or the other. And these are double-ended ferries, so we want to actually turn around. You walk straight. Basically, if it took you half an hour to walk the length of the boat, you could never stop. You could do it without ever stopping. Just walk straight through and off of the St. George end. If you could make it take half an hour to walk about 100 feet, a couple hundred feet though. We're doing this like the perfect time of day, though. It's about 25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes, depending how fast they're going. I mean, they try to do it in 20 or 25 minutes, and they rarely fail. The ferries basically have priority over everything else in the harbor, so because they stay on like a very specific track, and they don't really deviate from that track. So it's sort of like if the ferry is going, it's going to be going, and they're just going to blow their horn. I've only been, of all the times I've been on this ferry, only once have we stopped. Like midway, they got cut off by a jet ski, and I don't think he threw it in reverse to get it stopped. He just let it slow to a stop. Horn blasting the whole time. But I mean, these things are massive too. So if, you know, other than like, yeah, that is Bayonne, because that's over there. It might be that tan building actually is the cruise ship port that Royal Caribbean uses. And whoa, you could see cloud base over there, real good now. I always thought these boats were absolutely massive because basically, other than the giant container ships that come in and out here, and even those aren't the biggest ones because they won't fit under the bridge. These things just seem so big, and they dwarf other things. You can see the buoys and all that. They really have a tight channel marked out here, but it just absolutely dwarfs things like the other ferry boats, the tugboats, all that kind of stuff. Then I got on a cruise ship out of Cape Liberty, and it was a big boat. It wasn't the biggest boat. Oh no, I don't know what that bridge is then, because that's the Bayonne Bridge. That might be the Route 78 bridge I saw before going into Newark. Or the I-78 bridge going to Newark. But here, if you look back now, I can zoom in. You can see all the Staten Island Ferry boats they're not currently using, all lined up there. But yeah, so I got on Royal Caribbean's, I think it was Explorer of the Seas, which is by no means one of their biggest. And it just, I mean, when you first get on the boat, you go upstairs, you know, you get on the boat and it doesn't leave for hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, something like that. So you can go to your cabin, you can go to the buffet, you can go to the, cause it's a cruise ship, you start shoveling food in your face the second you get on. You know, so you go upstairs. I kid you not, this boat went past like 4 or 5 times while we were sitting in our stateroom. And you look at it, and we were not on the top of the boat. We're somewhere in the middle. And this thing just, I mean, it was tiny. Alright, well, I'll chance this for a minute here. Give you a view. So, if you look out in front of us, there's like a set of tall buildings directly in front with a really tall one. So that super tall building is One World Trade Center. So that would be Manhattan. Then you got that valley that goes, that looks like there's nothing in it. That would be the Hudson River. And then on the other side of the valley is New Jersey. So that would be Jersey City and Newport, those areas. This is, we said Port Bayonne, which is not very big. It's down by the southern end of the light rail. I don't know what all these barges are. I might just be waiting to unload. Let's see. You can start to see the lady now. If I can find it. Hold on. There it is. There's the lady. We'll get a better view of that once we get closer. Like I said, we're going to go right past it, so you get a prime view. Let somebody save me one time. I really want to see the Statue of Liberty, but I always get seasick on these boats. I'm like, they take the Staten Island Ferry, you don't even feel the damn thing. Like, if you get seasick on the Staten Island Ferry, it's all in your head, because you feel this thing vibrating a bit, but that's really it. The Greenville Railway. Oh, over here. They got all these barges. They got like those two over here, these two here, a whole half a dozen of them. Okay, so here's an example. Right, remember we saw the paid ferry? There it comes. Can you see the Staten Island Ferry coming the other way? So you can see the orange ferry coming the other way, and then that's the little pay bugger. That thing is a fun ride in the harbor if you don't. They have one of those that goes all the way out Rockaway that I was thinking of trying. Haven't done it yet. Waiting for it to get warm out. Like consistently warm. Probably take it to Rockaway and take the subway back, because from what I've heard, that ferry is kind of intense. Yeah, I probably will do ferry. Ferries will be like how I did the trip out to, what was it, Suffern and back, where I just I wrote it, filmed it, and then posted it. Well, I premiered it, but versus doing it live. Even though it is all in one shot, it's just easier to do it that way on a lot of this stuff, so I can at least go in and edit a bit. In the plans about stuff like that is Gladstone. That trip's going to happen soon, and that'll be hopefully Arrows, because I'll take one of the turns that comes out of Hoboken. Either into or out of Hoboken. I haven't decided which way I'm going to go yet. But yeah, see if I can get some arrows going there. I might try. There's a water taxi boat. You can see it over there. Those are really small. Which boat is that? That's the Spirit of America boat. Oh man, I should have waited for that one. So the Spirit of America boat is called the Spirit of America because in the keel of the boat is actually steel from the World Trade Center. So they actually incorporated some of it into the boat. So just makes that boat a little special. Well, here's the lady. So you can get this view of the Lady, of Lady Liberty from here, for free, right? Now I've zoomed in a little bit, but if I zoom all the way out, still not that far. Or you can pay a fair amount of money to take that boat and get that close, but you're basically looking up her dress. So, unless you want to go walk up all the stairs to the Crown, which you can do, I don't really see a point. I think you can go to her Crown right now. They keep changing the rules. I think you can definitely go to the pedestal. You used to be able to go to the Crown and I think the torch. But I think now it's just... I know you can't go to the torch anymore. I think you can still go to the Crown. The giant copper lady. Everybody knows that's why she's green, right? It wasn't the intent. That would be some sort of patrol boat. Probably the Fuzz. And then this is Jersey City over here. And the mouth of the... The view of the Lady is fantastic. The view of the port is fantastic if you give a shit. You got a nice view of Manhattan over here. That's Jersey. So, oh, never noticed this before. Oh, this is cool. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been up here. This is cool. I didn't know you could come up here. So, that's the... Whoa, this is wet. That's the bridge. So this is... I don't know if you can hear me over the wind, but this is Governor's Island. I'm going to lose my fucking hat. This is Governor's Island. We're coming into slip 1. But that used to be used by like the Navy or some shit. I don't remember, the Coast Guard, something like that. Now it's a park with daily ferry service to it. So they're having some sort of event or something. Nice place, but yeah, so they drive from over there. I don't know why this deck is so wet. That little double-ender ferry that just pulled into Governor's Island is the ferry that goes back and forth to that. Free to go to. Lovely little park. Great for, they rent bikes on it all the time. Great place to go bike riding. This is Brooklyn now. Yes, ferry, it's money. The same $2.75. It stops along the side of the island. The Governor's Island Ferry actually goes out of the old Staten Island Ferry terminal. They use, I think, one slip of it. They turned another slip of it into like a restaurant or something. So that is the free ferry. And that is solely because you can wait like 45 minutes during busy time for the free ferry. I think it takes it like 15 minutes to go across. There's only the one. That one. Well, actually, maybe there's two. Huh? Who's whistling? What the fuck is this boat? That's a dinner cruise. That's an NYC ferry in the distance. But what is this little putter? That also says Governor's Island on it. Huh, maybe they got two now. Alright, so maybe it's every 15 minutes. Then over here we got the Brooklyn Bridge. Is that first? Let me zoom in. Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, Williamsburg Bridge is up and around the corner. This would be, I always forget where we are in Brooklyn. So this is downtown Brooklyn. And I know we're in downtown, but it's exactly where we are. Yeah, so see, they leave from, we're coming into the shiny new terminal. They leave from the crustier terminal. Lovely little terminal, though. And then they go into the terminal right there. And they just go back and forth. But sometimes there is no like bridge connection or anything like that. You have to take a ferry. Sometimes the wait can be kind of extensive. Just close when I found it. Close it when I leave it. Go upstairs when docking. No one ever does. These are really steep though. And if you look straight, all you see is ceiling. It's funny they call this the bridge deck. The bridge is upstairs. So on some ferries, they basically let you stand out there, one deck down. Can't on this boat.
All passengers must depart the ferry at this time. Passengers wishing to make the return trip must exit into the terminal and enter the waiting room to await the next ferry.
Then those are the big ramps where we saw on the other end that we walked along. Once we're secure and the captain says so.
All passengers must depart the ferry at this time. Passengers wishing to make the return trip must exit into the terminal and enter the waiting room to await the next ferry.
I have done that. I haven't done that in a while, but I have done that. It'll probably be a topic for a video at some point. Alright, I'm gonna hurry up and go downstairs before I get run over on the way up by people on their way up.
Oh, like doing everything?
All right. Well, so as we're all filing out, I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you for watching. Hope everyone has a good rest of their evening. Whoops. I'm heading home. I'm going to go have some dinner. And depending on what I'm doing tomorrow, maybe I'll be on again tomorrow. Who knows? There's plenty of things that we could do. But for now, we're going to call it an evening. So, as always, hope you have a great rest of your evening. And go ride some fun trains out there. I'll see you all next time.